Hi, I'm Big Bird, and I approve this message. No, but seriously. Welcome to the KBK show, the show where I, Caleb Kime, talk and ramble about the news and other stuff that may or may not matter to you. Today, we start with the presidential debate, which, if you don't know, happened last night, Wednesday, and it was kind of interesting. So, I know what you're thinking. You're like, no, don't start talking about this stuff. It's annoying and it's all that I ever hear about. I don't want you to start talking about presidential politics and everything. I feel the same way, but I'm going to, because I feel that everyone needs to know this, because it's not about who's going to get elected. It's more about what the stupid people that are trying to get elected are doing because they're stupid and don't understand what they're trying to do. Anyway, last night, Obama has kind of been accused of taking it easy and playing it safe in the debate, which I completely agree with. He did play it very safe. He didn't do quite as much mudslinging as we're used to seeing presidential candidates do in debates. We're used to them saying, oh, he's not doing this right, he's not doing this right, he should do this, I'm going to do this, and he's not. And there wasn't so much of that going on last night, with Obama anyway. He did more sitting back, talking about what he was going to do, not so much about what Romney was going to do. But that being said, he did have a good reason to do that. He is leading in the polls right now, and it's not an overwhelming lead, but it's enough that he doesn't have to necessarily try to win over all the voters right now. So there, I guess that's why he can sit back, not necessarily go out and say, vote for me, I'm the right guy, this kind of thing. But Romney, on the other hand, is behind in the polls just a little bit, and he decided to go for a few more home runs, if you may. Well, like you say, he was behind in the polls, so he was trying to convince the American people that he was the right candidate. He was pitching his stuff a little more than Obama was. He was trash-talking Obama a little bit more than Obama was trash-talking him. As he was pretty much just trying to convince everyone that he was the right person for the job. Not that Obama wasn't. Which, as of right now, I don't want either of them in there. Both of them seem like blabbering idiots. When you listen to their campaign slogans, you listen to their campaign pitches, you listen to the commercials, they all sound like idiots. One person will say one thing, the other person will say the exact same thing, but then say it's completely different than what the other person says, and then this isn't making any sense, so I'm going to stop talking about it. Anyway, the biggest thing from last night was Twitter blew up with the comment Romney made about liking Big Bird. A lot of people are saying Romney's new campaign slogan should be Big Bird for President, which, right now, Big Bird couldn't hurt the country any more than it already is. Big Bird might get more love from other countries because he's a big fluffy yellow bird that's played by a very creepy man that touches little boys. No, not really, but anyway. But overall, the debate lasted about 90 minutes. And as usual, the timing of the topics, which were supposed to be 2-minute pitches from each side, and then followed by a 10-minute discussion. Those 10-minute discussions turned into 20-minute discussions, which turned into the moderator not doing enough. So the moderator is really getting smacked, talked, for not controlling the debate like he should. But anyway, at one point they did make a comment that they were almost 30 minutes behind schedule. But they did get through all the topics, and I guess the responses weren't very organized. I mean, if you were really paying attention closely or DVR'd it or something so you could watch it again, you could probably figure out what they were talking about. But if you just watched it the first time, chances are you have no idea what they were talking about the entire time. But I'm not going to get into it because I don't feel like it, and because I don't feel like anyone really cares. But anyway, now on to some other news that happened on the other side of the world, in that very strange country called China, where there was a landslide that buried 18 Chinese children under up to 18 feet of mud. And they found 10 dead bodies, and they think that others may still be alive, which this landslide happened 2 days ago, by the way. These were elementary school students, and they were in a village in southwest China. The media said Thursday that rescuers found the bodies as they scoured through rubble at a village after the landslide struck the school and 2 houses in Yunnan province. The Chinese government has announced that school in that province will not be held for up to 20 days while they're looking for the children and while they're rebuilding some of the stuff and cleaning everything up from the landslide. So, on that note, I guess, most of all, the world is a crazy place. Anything can happen at any time. There's never a warning. Well, sometimes there is, but there's not very much of a warning for a lot of this stuff that goes on. But, I guess, be prepared, have a plan for these natural disasters if they may ever occur. Know where you're going to go, know what you're going to do, and stuff like that. So, today, we talked about how the debate was utter chaos, how Obama's playing it safe while Romney is going for the home run, and we also talked about the landslide in China, and how Big Bird should be president. But, I've also decided that I'm going to start doing a comment question for every video I make. And today's question is, who do you think won the debate last night, and why? Leave your answers in the comment section below, or leave them on my Twitter. It's @KalebKime. And